With the 2022 Rolex 24 being less than a week away, I wanted to look back on the time Kevin Harvick attempted this famous race. NASCAR drivers attempting the 24 is nothing new, and some have even found success. Drivers like Jeff Gordon, AJ Allmendinger, and Kyle Larson have all won the Rolex 24. Harvick is one that is forgotten though, and probably for a good reason. When you think of NASCAR drivers who are good at road courses, Harvick is one that doesn't normally come to mind. Even though he has 2 wins at road courses in his career, his recent struggles at these tracks have people disrespecting his ability, and they make it seem like he's a Cody Ware level of bad on these tracks. Still, out of all the types of tracks on the NASCAR schedule, road courses are probably his weakest, and maybe that's why he has attempted the Rolex 24 only once in his career. After Dale Sr. and Dale Jr. raced in the 2001 Rolex 24, it really brought a lot of attention to the race, and it inspired more NASCAR drivers to attempt it. In 2002, 4 full-time NASCAR drivers, including Harvick, competed in this race. It was announced that along with Rick Corelli, John Metcalf, and Davey Linenger, Harvick was going to race in the 90 Corvette for Fleece Motorsports. Rick Corelli was a 4-time Truck Series winner, and by 2002 he was racing part-time in different NASCAR series and started to get into road racing. John Metcalf was a short-track racer out of Colorado who made a name for himself and also made a few starts in NASCAR series such as the Southwest Series and in ARCA. The 2002 Rolex 24 would be his first start in sports car racing, and a year later in 2003, along with Rick Corelli, he would finish first in the GTS class at Watkins Glen. He retired from racing that same year and was inducted into the Colorado Motorsports Hall of Fame in 2018. Davey Linenger was like John Metcalf and raced in the Southwest Series for a few years before entering this race, and just like the other 3 drivers, this was going to be his first start in the sports car series. When qualifying came around, Harvick qualified the car 21st overall and 2nd in the AGT class.
Now he's making a name for himself in the Grand Am sports car. It's Kevin Harvick, and he qualified his car very, very quickly in the AGT class. Kevin, how's it feel for you to be driving out here on the road course? Obviously, you find it quite nice.
Yeah, this Tim Fleece car has been great with Craig Conway and all the guys helping us out. It's pretty neat experience. I get to the end of the tri-oval and want to go straight though, so sometimes I get confused. But we're having a good time. Everybody from Remax has gave us a great opportunity, and we're just looking to have a good time and finish the race is the main thing.
Do you find this is maybe like a good way to warm up for the next couple of weeks?
Well, that's really why I came down and did it. Just something with a lot less pressure and just an atmosphere that I can have a really good time in. And I've got some good teammates in Rick Corelli and John Metcalf and Dave Linenger. So we're here to have a good time, but we're also here, we're all competitive, so we're here to try and do this as well as we can. So we'll see what happens.
All right, good luck to you. Of course, Kevin, kind of anxious after the long winter to get out into a car and get racing again.
Harvick started off driving the car and ran 3rd in his class for about an hour until he pulled into the pits to make a driver change with Rick Corelli. The car ran 20th overall for the rest of the time it was out on the track until at about 2 hours in the race, the engine blew up while leading in the AGT class. They wouldn't be able to get the car back out, and that would be it for Harvick's only Rolex 24 attempt in his career.
Great instructor by the name of Fish, I believe, Calvin Fish. And bad news, the number 90, the car that Kevin Harvick is one of the drivers of. I think that's still Rick Corelli on board, but a huge plume of smoke trailing out the back. And I think that's over in the chicane area. He just, he's parked. And it's Metcalf behind the wheel right now. Corelli got out, John Metcalf now behind the wheel. But that's not a good sign at all.
So unfortunately, that didn't last long at all for Harvick. And that was 20 years ago, and he hasn't attempted one since. And me personally, I would love to see him attempt one more Rolex 24, but since he's getting up there in age a little bit, I don't know if he will. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. And if you want to watch more Kevin Harvick content in the future, don't forget to subscribe. Peace out.